Good boy. Oh my goodness. Hey, Zoe Flowers here. All right. Let's see. So I was listening to a message this morning, and the messenger said, and I'm going to paraphrase, we are the mask that divine source wears to move through time and space. And I was like, wow, I've heard I've heard pieces of that. I've heard that said differently by different messengers over the years. But there was something about the mask part. And he was like, your face is the mask that the divine wears to move through time and space. And I was like, that's a very powerful message. And we spend so much time, I mean, my goodness, especially in the time of, oh, Zambic, right? Oh no, get down, get down. We are guests. So good boy. Okay. In the time of lip fillers, butt fillers, although it seems like those are on the decline, but everything in our society, right? Currently, the face paint I have on, is it to dim the mask? Is it to dim the mask? Uh, is it to dim what's beneath the mask? Divine source that's beneath the mask? Interesting. We got a maybe, but we also have the emperor here. Is it to distract us so we don't realize that we are the divine in action? Maybe. Is it to make us better consumers? I'll just show you the way they fell. Absolutely. With the pentacles here. So we have the emperor, which is about a lack of discipline. We have the eight of cups, which is about a fear of change. And then we have the question I asked about, is it about money? So it would appear that it's about money and control, which we know, right? Money and control by stopping us from walking away from things. When the Eight of Cups is in the upright, it's about walking away from emotions that are not helpful, right? It's about emotional strength. I mean, it can also be about withdrawal and feeling abandoned. But I always look at it as, they are leaving these things behind. They are leaving these old emotions behind. They've crossed the river. They've used their emotional strength to walk away, to abandon what no longer works. However, it's in reverse. So it seems like all of these things that comes from the emperor, the evil empire, standards of beauty, blah, 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 fostering crises, for all the things that are happening is to help us to avoid living and walking and doing and being in the divine, is what I'm hearing, so that they can make money. All right. That said, how do we begin to see the divinity within the self, within ourselves? And I got Fehu, which is about abundance, which is really interesting. So I don't know if that's a mindset or if it's a result. Time to take action. How would we move through the world differently if we believed that We are the mask that the divine uses to move through time and space. Of course, abundance would be possible. Of course, we would believe in each other. Of course, we would be more positive. Of course, we would have a sense of renewal and inspiration, healing, and faith. This is where we're at now, paying attention to all of the things of the past, all of the old emotions, all of the old hurts, without looking, completely missing the cups that are filled behind us, the things that have worked behind us. It appears it's time for a change. It's been time for a change, actually. Turning criticism into kindness. I am the mask that the divine wears to move through time and space. Instead of self-criticizing, self-critique, self-hatred, what I would offer today is to find one thing that you love about yourself in the mirror. Oh, I have really nice eyes. Wow, look at my bone structure. Hmm, nice nose, nice lips, nice nails, strong calves. Find one thing that you appreciate about yourself today. Maybe focus on that thing for a day, maybe focus on it for a week. I think the goal is to find more and more and more things to love about ourselves. And the more things we find to love about ourselves, the more things we find to love in other people, right? Because this is a collective consciousness. The more things we find to love, and you know what, maybe it's too hard. Maybe finding things to love about ourselves, then we look outside, we find things to love in nature. We appreciate our pets, we appreciate the trees, we appreciate the snow. Then maybe we can move to appreciating things in other people. Then we find things to appreciate in the world. And perhaps that is the way to abundance, to peace, to joy, to all of the things that some of us say we want. Yeah, that's my thought. That's my thought for this Wednesday. I'm Zoe Flowers. I'll see you soon. Bye.